A big part of the game plan because that opens up their play action that they love to get into.
Madison to the edge. There's a good run, and Madison all the way down to the 42-yard line. 7 games in the last 2 years, 329 total snaps. Madison again, up the gut, pounding away inside the 30 and down at the 28-yard line. 3rd and 8 from the 25. Cousins. Pressure picked up, and he fits it into T.J. Hawkinson, and the ball pops out. It's taken away, and the Chargers with Alohi Gilman ripping it out of the hands of T.J. Hawkinson get another Viking
Ruling on
turnover.
The field is a catch and a fumble recovered by Los Angeles. First down.
Be ready for all the stunts up front.
Vikings rush 5. Herbert to the sideline for Allen, makes the catch. Keenan Allen with a first down.
Stole from Arizona right in free agency, so look for him to have a presence today.
Off the play fake, backside pressure. Herbert's in trouble, got away from Wanham. He can run. Justin Herbert sliding down with a first down. 40-yard line. Herbert had a little time, and then a big hit leveled on Gerald Everett by Byron Murphy, but he hangs on.
And you see everybody on the line of scrimmage, namely those two right in the middle, forcing communication between the center, quarterback, and running back.
Herbert with a 4-man rush in his face, throws to the right side. Catch by Allen, beautifully dropped in by Herbert between 2 defenders, Mark.
He went for the big shot.
1st and goal. Slung it sidearm and into the end zone. Donald Parham for his 2nd touchdown of the year. And the Chargers cash in on the Vikings fumble and jump out 6-0. First down and 10 at the 36. Ty Chandler, the running back now. And Chandler with a carry, gets to the edge. And Chandler with a little bit of speed in Minnesota. Inactive today after being traded midweek. 3rd and 5. Pocket collapsing. Cousins in trouble, and down he goes. Bosa in on the sack, along with Tuli Poluto.
It's going to look like crisscross applesauce.
3rd and 7. Pressure from Hunter. Herbert steps away, finds Keenan Allen. Goes airborne for the first down. The ball popping out. Herbert 14 of 18, 99 yards and a touchdown. Only 1 pass of 10 yards or more. He needs 9 for the first down here. Herbert under pressure again. Tough one-handed catch by Gerald Everett, but nowhere to go. Sebastian Joseph Day out with neck injuries for a moment. On 2nd down. Off the play action. Cousins has to step up, floats it out there, and there's the first catch of the day for Justin Jefferson.
Right on the inside edge of the numbers.
And Cousins with time finds Jefferson again. A diving catch. Sprawled out at the 15. Got back up and got a couple of extra yards before Jasir Taylor.
But that 2nd and 3rd effort from Madison, they're going to need that.
2nd and goal from the 4. Cousins, pressure coming, hit as he throws, gets rid of it to the goal line, and it's a touchdown. Josh Oliver just able to move that football across the plane of the goal line to get the Vikings on the board. 60th touchdown pass as a Viking.
Well, Kirk Cousins did an excellent job once again of throwing that ball on the inside shoulder of Oliver.
2nd and 4 at the 31. Again, the swing to Johnston, and Johnston on the edge, upended with a first down. Only 2 and 6 in games he's missed. From the 44 on first down, they find Joshua Palmer. The ball popping out at the 45-yard line. Ripped out by Jordan Hicks.
They needed that.
Who's going to come out of the pile with it? Josh Metellus believes it'll be a Viking, and it is. The first turnover of the season for the Chargers. Prove that offensive line. Kevin O'Connell said to us earlier, starting Monday, we're evaluating the O-line. The best 5 guys are going to be out there. To the sideline, and a leaping grab by Justin Jefferson. Stay on 3rd. This is 3rd and goal from the 15. Here's Madison. 2nd chance, makes the catch at the 10. Madison, bang, down at the 6-yard line, and a flag in late. Derwin James Jr. with that hit, and a
good job of slowing him down, and then Derwin James hits him on the edge. I mean, both guys are crouching.
Foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 3.
Target point, that's a tough one on the edge for me.
1st and goal at the 3. Madison trying to find the end zone. The ball is out. Another Vikings fumble. Recovered by J.T. Woods. Kevin O'Connell is arguing, was he down? Was he down?
After review, the ruling on the field stands. It will be second down. Los Angeles is charged with their first team timeout correction, second charge timeout.
But they rule progress, and the only way the Chargers were going to win that challenge if the ball came out immediately upon the first contact. You're going to see it didn't.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins to the end zone, and it's deflected away from K.J. Osborne by Asante Samuel Jr.
Well played by Asante Samuel. He was beat, though.
Third and goal at the 6. Cousins under heat from Bosa, gets rid of the football. It was tipped at the line, so this is not going to be.
And he was going to waltz in the end zone.
23-yard try is good, and the Vikings have a 10-7 lead.
Moving this team down the field. Here comes a little pressure.
Well, rush 5, now 6. A late rush as he finds Everett over the middle. Good job picking up that pressure by the Chargers front, and Everett ushered out of bounds.
They got too many yards. Be ready for a quick throw out to the edge.
Vikings bring it all on the quick slant to Allen, and Allen's got a first down.
Whatever you do, waste the clock and steal 3 points.
Pressure again. Herbert throwing down the sideline, drops it in to Joshua Palmer.
Pound it.
They give to Kelly. Kelly not going to get there. Ivan Pace Jr. setting the pace for this Vikings D. Motion out from Everett. Now motion across from Smart. Herbert pumps, throws, caught, touchdown. Donald Parham just pried it away. Strong catch, his second touchdown of the day. And the Chargers take a 13-10 lead. 25-yard line. And the handoff to Madison. Madison breaks a tackle, hangs on to the football, gets 15 at the 47.
Run it on some of these third and short. Dog.
Cousins hit as he throws again, floating it for Jefferson, and it's incomplete. Those referees, 2nd and 12. Herbert to the air, floats it up for Williams. A diving grab is made by Mike Williams. What a catch at the 39-yard line. 35-yard pickup and a first down.
Trying to bulk that ball out at the end.
Herbert setting up again for the sideline. Wide open is Keenan Allen. Allen dancing into Vikings territory down to the 35. Third down and 9 at the 35. Herbert with a clean pocket. A little too tall, and it's deflected incomplete. Looking for Quentin Johnston-Murphy on the coverage. 53-yard try. He hit from 57 in college. This would be an NFL long. Instead, it's Cameron Dicker's second career NFL miss.
And get down, but he is taking a beating this year.
Third down and 4 at the 49. Cousins to the sideline for Jefferson. He's got the first down.
Got the numbers to run it.
3rd and 4. Cousins, pressure again, in trouble. Cousins is sacked.
Tellus off the edge. Here it comes.
Tellus providing the heat. Herbert trying to get away. He does. Steps around that pressure and finds Keenan Allen. Allen out of bounds across midfield at the Vikings 49.
And he can throw on the move.
The 49.
Double pass, double pass.
He's going to throw down the sideline. Williams wide open. Mike Williams with the catch, and he'll walk in for the touchdown. Extra fantasy points, perhaps, for Keenan Allen throwing a touchdown?
Unbelievable.
From the 25. Now Cousins back to work again, and Hawkinson, a good start to the drive.
Followed up with, is Keenan about to throw a touchdown?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, who knew that was going to happen? Pressure, Cousins chased all over the place and gets rid of it. Finally, Sebastian Joseph Day got to him as he threw the football. And now 3rd and 11. Cousins under pressure again. He's going to try to run. There's a flag down, and Kirk Cousins gets hit hard.
For a little protection off the edge to help.
6. Cousins waiting. Throws. Osborne open. He's got it down the sideline. Osborne diving into the end zone. It is a touchdown. Tight ends as well. His team down 4. Herbert back to the air on first down on a slant. It's Keenan Allen, and Allen.
Here it is again, Kev. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, forcing communication by Justin Herbert in the noise.
On 3rd and 9, here comes that pressure. Herbert steps away, ball knocked out of his hands, and it's covered up. Daniil Hunter stripped the ball out of the hands of Justin Herbert. It'll go as a strip sack, and it'll end the Chargers' threat. John David Booty? Was that who was there?
Oh, after him.
Okay. Oh. Madison, good run for the Vikings. Ball pops out, it's down. Officials are saying down by contact. Cousins in a 4-man rush, gets it into Addison, and Jordan Addison able to hang on through the contact of Michael Davis.
No way they can afford a fumble right here.
89 yards rushing for Madison, had only 62 yards the first 2 games, but a sack. Tui Pulotu again.
USC guy, no surprise.
2nd and 14 at the 48. Oh, what a strike. Oh, Justin Jefferson on the run. Jefferson will not be caught. It's a touchdown. $52 yards for the lead. First and 10 at the 25. Herbert to the air. There's Keenan Allen. Flag is down as Allen's out of bounds across the 45.
Area trying to exploit the middle of the field right in here.
3rd and 17. Herbert.
Oh boy.
Back over the middle. Dangerous throw, but he finds Allen and he gets the first down. Yeah, not one quarterback coach is ever going to tell you to do that.
No, but that's the one you're holding your breath and you're like, don't you dare. Great throw.
To the end zone, deflected
didn't.
and caught. It went off Evans into the hands of Joshua Palmer for a Charger touchdown. The tip drill turns into 6 quick, and Los Angeles takes the lead again.
He was ejected on that sideline a lot, but boy, we saw what he does well.
Yeah, he certainly has seemed to put that behind him on 3rd down. What a strike, and the catch by Jordan Addison to get a Viking first down.
Well done by a young receiver.
And after the penalty, first down at the Charger 43. Cousins back to the air. Open again is Addison. A little toe drag.
But it's been serviceable. It's been manageable.
From the 20-yard line, they give us to Chandler now. Ty Chandler breaking contact and spins his way down to the 11-yard line.
Hawkinson out by himself.
2nd and 1, go the opposite direction to Jefferson. Jefferson down the sideline at the 5 and out of bounds inside the 5. 1st and Munt motioning into the backfield. The give is to Madison, and Madison has stood up. Kenneth Murray. Like the K9 nickname, he sniffed that play out and dropped him for a loss.
Be ready for all the combinations.
On 3rd down.
Sprint right.
Cousins looking, floating for the end zone wide. Jefferson and Osborne both there, well covered. 4th and goal. It's not the game, but it's awfully big. On 4th and goal, Cousins looking, throws for Jefferson. There's a flag down. That came before the pass.
That have to be ironed out if you're going to execute down deep in the red zone.
10 at the 2. From the end zone, Herbert finds Keenan Allen, his 17th catch of the day. 100 yards and a 40-yard touchdown pass. Talk about a club, Jerry Rice and Keenan Allen.
And that was the big play for these guys other than the tipped interception.
3rd and 11. Pressure up the middle. Allen with another catch. Allen close to the first down, but he didn't get it. He's a yard short. On 4th down, Allen in motion. They are going to go. The give up the middle, and he's not going to get there. They go on the ground with Joshua Kelly. The Chargers go on 4th and 1 from their own 24, and they fail. 3rd and 11.
Got to get a completion.
4-man Charger rush. Cousins steps away to his right, throwing for the end zone, deflected and incomplete. Looking for Addison, the pass knocked away by Asante Samuel. There is a flag down,
Jefferson
and Jefferson is down as well for the Vikings.
Illegal use of hands, hands to the face, defense number 43. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Here's the jam right away. Watch this left hand. Wham! You see his head get jammed backwards, and then you see him take a weird step. Ooh.
Hawkinson back out there as well. 3rd down and 10. Cousins with time. Cousins short to Hawkinson at the 15 and out of bounds.
Chargers.
4th down and 5. Here's your ball game. Cousins over the middle. Hawkinson juggling catch is made, and the Vikings stay alive at the 7.
They gotta go, man. They gotta go. I thought they were gonna clock it.
So much time being wasted here. 12 seconds when Cousins gets the snap. Steps up, throws for the end zone, deflected, and it's intercepted. Kenneth Murray, after the double deflection, ends up with the football and extinguishes the Vikings' hopes. And that is going to do it. Brandon Staley gambles, lost the gamble, but ends up winning the game 28-24.